Joe Biden and the mainstream media continue their narrative that Biden won, but how confident are they that he'll actually assume the presidency? We're still waiting for states to certify their election results, and there are some rumblings that some states may not certify. We need to wait and see. They hope that by bombarding us with this news that Biden is the president-elect, we'll all just give up and go on with our lives and allow the Democrats to steal the election. Well, that's not going to happen, especially not with President Trump. The stories keep preaching that Trump needs to concede already. Do you honestly expect President Trump to concede a race he knows he won? Of all the presidents who could potentially cower, this one's not going to. President Trump is a fighter. He's fought for us for over 4 years, and he continues to fight for us now. The least we can do is fight for him. We do so by letting the process play out. Don't count him out before the fight is over. It ain't over, not by a long shot. Trump has several strong cases in all the states he's contesting. We still need to wait and see which states certify their election results and which ones don't. As much as the mainstream media wants you to believe that all the contested states will certify Democrat electors, that's not true. We need to wait and see which ones certify and which ones don't. For the ones that don't, how are the state legislatures going to rule? There are many counties and precincts that voted solidly Republican, yet somehow the state still seems to have gone to Joe Biden. That itself is an indication of foul play, and we don't know how the state legislatures will respond to that. If anyone can fight this fight and root out corruption, it's Donald Trump. He has been stalwart in his commitment to draining the swamp, and he's continuing to do so now. Democrats know that President Trump is likely to win in court, which is why they are pushing the narrative that Biden won so strongly. They want to create an environment for riots and chaos as the states start flipping red. They may be creating the perfect environment for riots, looting, and destruction, which is their MO. But we have the opportunity to finally stop their evil schemes into intimidating us into going along with their socialist agenda. We can gather together in peace to celebrate the truth being revealed and Donald Trump getting his second term. We celebrate the will of the people prevailing. We sit and complain about the left's evil schemes, but when have you seen Americans gather simply to show our gratitude for our democratic process? Maybe we've taken our rights for granted. Maybe we've just assumed that our constitutional rights will always be there, so there's no need to be grateful for them. Whoops. This is what happens when we don't flood the airwaves or the streets with gatherings of peaceful assembly. Something else fills that space. In this case, Black Lives Matter and Antifa have taken that ground. We need to rise up and use our rights, not sit back and criticize others for using them in a destructive manner. Maybe if we peacefully assembled more, spoke out more, gathered together in public worship more, our First Amendment wouldn't be in jeopardy. The MAGA March in Washington, D.C., showing support for Donald Trump was a great start. Let's show the world it wasn't an isolated event. Show your community and your circle of influence that the power of the MAGA March on D.C. was that every American really loves President Trump. We can show the world the march in D.C. is only the beginning.